In this video, I want to share with you my 3-step process for increasing your conversion rate on your Amazon listing with ChatGPT. This strategy has proven to significantly boost organic rank, increasing your sales and profit. The journey begins with robust keywords research, which I showed you in the previous video. I can't emphasize the importance of mastering keyword research for your business. This is the roadmap guiding every aspect of your listing, from title to enhanced brand content. Our aim is twofold: to identify highly searched keywords and to use these strategically across various elements of your listing. I'm Dr. Travis Ziegler, a retired optometrist who achieved financial, time, and location freedom by building an online business to $500,000 per month and then selling it for a multi-million-dollar exit. I did this by focusing on Amazon PPC and my perpetual sales machine strategy. I've also helped other brands exceed $10 million per year in sales through my agency. Unlike many gurus, I have experience in creating successful businesses online and specifically on Amazon. But that's enough about me. Let's jump into my 3-step process for increasing your conversion rate on your Amazon listing with ChatGPT. I'm going to briefly explain the process, and then Tony is going to share his screen and show you how to do it. Step number 1, utilize Listing Optimizer by ZonGuru. After you do your keyword research, which again I showed you in the previous video, we leverage ZonGuru's Listing Optimizer. This is integrated with ChatGPT. We pull our top 5 to 8 listings and competitors with this Listing Optimizer, including yours, and we base it on the primary search terms we identified earlier and integrate Keywords on Fire data. Step number 2, we compare your listings to your competitors. We use Listing Optimizer to dissect your listing's performance against competitors, understand why their optimization score and listing strength surpasses yours, and then we focus on your titles, bullet points, photos, and then we move on to step number 3, which is to build up your reviews. Reviews are the lifeblood of credibility. They are social proof. It is like a busy restaurant versus a restaurant that has no one in it. Which one are you going to go to? To bolster them, source high-quality products, utilize a compliant automated review requester such as Review Automator and ZonGuru, cultivate a list of loyal customers, and serve their needs. In my early days, I personally called the first 300 purchasers for their feedback, nudging them to leave a review on Amazon. Now, Tony is going to go into much more depth and share his screen. In the previous video, I showed you how I came up with these keywords with Keywords on Fire. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and see that just so you can see how I get my initial list of keywords and how I categorize them like this. So shop keywords and then also browse keywords. It's a hugely important go through that to make sure you understand it. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I create my listing based on these keywords. So let's jump right in to ZonGuru and I'm going to show you how we do that. So here we are inside ZonGuru. Here's the Keywords on Fire session that we made in the previous video. We're now going to jump to Listing Optimizer right here. We're going to call this session name hiatal hernia. Actually, let me go back. I like to make it the same as what I did before. So we're going to do that. Listing Optimizer, session name, create new session. Then we're going to add keywords. We're going to import these from Keywords on Fire. And then we're going to pick the one that we just did. We're just going to do the strong and medium. You can do all keywords. It's just going to bring in a lot of keywords. So strong and medium keywords from that and add keywords. And so you're going to see that all pull up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull listings from around this main keyword of hiatal hernia to kind of compare these. And I'm actually going to focus just on the hiatal hernia supplements right here, including our listing as well. So let's pull up our listing first, which is right here. We're going to add it. And then I'm going to add listings from Amazon. So we're going to find that. And here's another one and another one and maybe another one. Not too many around this. So let's see what we have. That could be about it. So not too many around hiatal hernia. Not a big search volume, so I don't see a lot of people going after it, so that's why. You just need those to compare. So you can see our listing is an optimization score of 2297 with a potential search volume of 77,000, mostly because of the hernia belts. But I'm actually going to eliminate this one. I'm going to delete hernia belts, anything to do with belt. So we kind of did that in the last video. And then you could go through and delete all those, but what I'm going to do is just kind of select these top ones. So hiatal hernia, supplements, hiatal hernia relief, acid reflux. I don't want medicine, so I'm just going to look for these: digestive health, and that could be it. Then hernia relief, don't want that one, that's too generic. So I'm mostly going to focus on those, and I don't really want the rest of them. And so I'm going to highlight those, and then I'm going to come over here to AI generate. And then what I'm going to do is just type in a couple things. So we're going to put in Dr. Barry's hiatal health, because that's what the product is. Product description, if you have a product description, you could pull it off your website or whatever. I have a current listing that I could pull it off of, but let's just say I have something on my website, so I'm just going to get it from there. If you don't have anything, then I recommend just starting from scratch. Let me actually show you that. Go right here, add a blank listing. Let's go over that one. All right, so we're going to AI generate this one completely. So I'm going to click AI generate. Again, Dr. Barry's hiatal. We'll just put that. And then we're going to say hiatal health. And negative keywords. You made a list of keywords in the previous video, so let me go grab those. So we made all these as a negative keyword. I'm going to just grab those. That was just due to our keyword research. See if I did it right, or if it's not going to be able to recognize that format. Probably not. So let's see. We may have to pull this off to the side and do them one at a time. There's probably an easier way, but for simplicity's sakes, I'm just going to show you this. Yeah, so you're going to have to pull them one at a time, which is okay. Make sure you get rid of that one. We're not a medicine. Acid reflux would be a health claim, so I don't want those on there. Belts, umbilical, my competitors' names, FSA, HSA, then Pepsid, again, competitor, postpartum. Okay. Okay, so I've added all those in there. The tone, I want it to be professional because it's more of a doctor's brand. Product description, I'm just going to put these keywords in here that I have right over here. And then we're just going to hit generate. Now, there is something to note here. This is not programmed to follow FDA structure function claims. So it is your responsibility to make sure that these follow FDA structure function claims. ZonGuru is going to give you a great first step on creating your title, your bullets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your description, your search terms, based on the information they have over here. Now, it is not going to be perfect, and it is not going to be 100% accurate. And so what you need to do is then take these over to ChatGPT, or I use Poe. You're going to see me use Poe in this video. Use whatever you want. ChatGPT is the same thing. Poe just gives you more options. Don't worry about which software to use. Use ChatGPT. It works just as well as what I'm going to show you. Now let me go over to Poe. And what you're going to see here is this is my acid reflux channel. And so I have a bot specifically educated on acid reflux and everything I'm doing for my brand. And so when you're working in your brand on a certain product and it's around a certain category, keep that bot stable. Like make sure you just use that one channel because it learns more and more as you go. It's just like a human. If you're training a human and you have somebody in your business that you're training, they're going to learn more as they go. And so is ChatGPT, but it's going to be just for your brand. And so let's work on this now together. So, all right. Act like a copywriting specialist in the health and wellness space. Make sure to follow FDA structure function claims for my product title, Dr. Berry's Vital Health Supplement. And then we're going to get the bullets. Now, one thing I've noticed with ChatGPT, let's see, there's the product description and back search terms, food. Okay, cool. All right. So one thing I've noticed about ChatGPT and using ZonGurus is it's great for focusing on features. Now, features are great, but they appeal to the logistical side of our brain and not the emotional side of our brain. And so what we need to do is shift these features to benefits. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do next, is really focusing on benefits. You could probably do this inside of here. I just feel more comfortable doing it right inside ChatGPT. And so, or Poe in this case. And so I'm here inside Poe, and then I put all that in there. The following are the bullets I initially came up with due to the following keywords. I'm going to go back to my keyword list. Just going to put it in here. I feel like they lack emotion and they are too focused on the benefits. I would like the bullets, and description rewritten to really focus on the benefits and the pain points that we are trying to solve for hiatal hernia sufferers. Okay, then we're going to watch it produce it. All right, so let's take a look at this. They didn't write. Okay, here's the title for Dr. Berry's finding. Dr. Berry's Hiatal Health isn't just another supplement. It's specifically formulated to provide professional grade relief from painful and disruptive symptoms of hiatal hernia. Make sure this is FDA compliant and break this down into 5 bullet points and a title. So I noticed some claims in there. Okay, so these are a good start. Get relief from occasional heartburn and irritation when eating trigger foods. Promotes restful sleep without nighttime reflux disruptions. Supports healthy digestion and stomach function. Soothes tightness and pressure in the chest and upper abdomen. Made with natural ingredients by digestive health expert Dr. Berry. Okay, now expand on these bullets. And then I'm going to go get the ingredient list. Expand on these bullets and include information on the ingredients. Okay, now double the length of these bullets. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So you can see that the main symptoms of acid reflux is trigger foods, coffee, sleeping at night. And then that's what it's focusing on, is the pain point of the client. Most of you guys are focusing on features. Features would be red raspberry leaf contains properties that promote relaxation and support. That's a feature. Nobody cares about red raspberry leaf. They care about getting restful sleep because of their nighttime reflux. This supplement provides relief with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. I would not put these two words in there. Vitamin C and quercetin to soothe occasional discomfort. That's a feature. Nobody cares about that. What they care about is struggling with painful heartburn and irritation with trigger when eating trigger foods. So that's what they're focusing on. Milk thistle is included to protect and rejuvenate your stomach lining and support healthy function. That's a feature. What does that do? It helps overall digestive health, which helps soothe symptoms. And so the benefit of the feature is so key for this. And so I'm going to take these 5 bullets, just clean them up a little bit more. I'm going to make a title. And you can put like the length that you want and everything. There you go. You have title ideas. You have 10 of them. And so always start it with Dr. Barry's Heidel Health right here. And this is a straight claim, Heidel hernia relief formula. I don't think we could put that, but Dr. Barry's Heidel Health. Say goodbye to Heidel discomfort. Say goodbye, take back control from Heidel misery. So you can focus on the benefits of this. So what I do, like I said, I start with Listing Optimizer by ZonGuru. It gives me the basis of our listing. And then I switch it over to ChatGPT and Poe, whatever you want to use. And I just kind of keep refining it, keep focusing on the benefits of the features and then the benefits of the benefits until you get something that sounds great. That's focusing on the person and not the features of your product. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions.
Tony, take it away.
Thanks, Travis. So in this part of the video, I'm going to show you guys how to utilize Listing Optimizer through ZonGuru. As you know, the foundation of everything Amazon is your listing. And with ZonGuru, we can actually put ourselves against competitors and see where we stack up in terms of search terms and keyword opportunities. And that can actually take us to the next level in terms of advertising, in terms of organic ranking, and so on. So that being said, let's just dive right into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it manually, and then I'll show you how to utilize ChatGPT, which is essentially embedded in ZonGuru, to create a listing from scratch and also add to your current listing. So what I'm going to do is start the session name with eyelid wipes, ZG. You can name it however you'd like. And then I'll go add, import from keywords on fire from what we utilized in the past. Click here, all keywords, and then we'll get our list of keywords. From there, we're going to add our first listing here, which will be our product. And then now we have 1 out of 8 listings added. We're going to add some competitors now. So I'll search eyelid wipes as the main keyword, and we'll find our competitors. We have OcuSoft, Sustain, Nova, Optase. What is that, 6 now? 5. I can't count today. ClearDex, 6. Let's go a little bit further down. And you can add whoever you like, but adding the main ones that I know. 7, and 1 more. Let me viz. 8. Perfect. Once I hit finish, we're actually going to see our optimization score in action. So we say we know where we're stacking up here, and we have our competitors here. You'll see our competitors are well optimized in terms of search volume and combined revenue overall. So what I'm going to do is actually look at them for examples. You'll see how they write their copy, and you can kind of explore and see any opportunities that you're not adding to your listing from there. One thing that's really important, guys, and please understand this, be careful with putting competitor names in your listings in addition to putting anything that's not allowed in advertising. Any type of structure function claim, you got to be careful with that. Amazon will take your listing down, no questions asked, and then you could potentially get in big trouble for having branded keywords on the back end. I've seen some things happen with like lawsuits and things like that, so you really want to be careful with that. Make sure you're well informed about your space, and I can tell you from personal experience, I've seen, especially in the supplement space, a lot of supplement companies do brands on the back end. They're just waiting to get in trouble. I don't know why they're doing it. They're going to get sued. It is what it is. Play the more ethical route so that you don't get in big trouble in the long term and not have to deal with any issues on the back end or anything that basically takes you away from selling on Amazon. Now, my rant is over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at our listing, and I like to let you guys know in terms of optimization, you want your best keywords in the title, mainly because your optimization score will go up if you add more to the title. So we have 176 out of 200. We should be able to use the maximum 200, and we can add additional keywords to that. So what I'll do is I'll look at this eyelid wipes. exfoliate. We already have eyelid wipes in the title already. So that's actually redundant. We actually don't need to do that. So we can actually change, instead of eyelid wipes, obviously the title needs to make sense. You could put eyelid scrubs and then see how the optimization score goes from there. I saw an opportunity with scrubs somewhere around here. And then you see, boom, optimization score goes up. One thing I want to say too is if you hide use, you already know what keywords you've been utilizing. And now you can go in and look for opportunities based on keywords on fire. As you can see here, a lot of it is around competitors. Be careful with the competitors. We'll see here, like there's words like lid. Sometimes you actually can have typos in your copy that will help you with ranking. So if I put, let's say we have eyelid wipes, we're already using that in the title. We can actually turn this, and we have wipe here. Two things I want to mention on this is if I turn eye to eye and lid, this actually might help our search term ranking because it's a typo. If you want to put typos on the back end, I highly recommend that because boom, your optimization score will go up. You'll have lid covered, and then you just keep going from there. Like I said, if you're using eyelids plural, that's redundant. Essentially, you're already using it in the bullet points. You have in the search terms, you can get rid of that. You want to make sure you have both the singular and plural, especially in your space, because you'll have customers searching search terms with typos. You'll have customers searching search terms with, singular and plural, with, keywords like eyelid wipes. Eyelid wipe could be a target. Eyelids wipes could be a target. It doesn't make sense, but that could be something that people are searching. You want to have these kind of words in your title, bullet points, description. And most important with this and how I look at it is you want your title to make sense. You want your best performing keywords in the title. Bullet points, you want them to make sense. You want to have your benefits in your bullet points. Description, you want it to make sense. You want to add whatever you can that basically has a selling point to your product. When you create A+ content, and this is something we could talk about in the future, but A+ content actually covers the description. Just be aware you can actually still put keywords in your description on the back end to essentially help with your optimization score. So like here, you have 2,000 characters. The sky's the limit here. You have opportunity to add more to it. And then your search terms, you have your bytes. If anything does not make sense, like I said, typos, Spanish keywords, things like that, you can actually add them to the search terms on the back end, which will help with optimization as well. Now we have MediViz here. Brand is MediViz. You can actually get rid of that because it's essentially redundant. You already have it in the title. Optimization score won't be affected by that. So as you can see here, you'll see keywords like plus, and you'll see keywords like hygienic. If it's like plus, there's like search term volume. If it makes sense, you can add it. Hygienic, obviously, we got to add that. Hypoallergenic, can add. Not quite 100% sure on allergy, but make sure, if I make this mistake, make sure that you don't do the same mistake I did, but just make sure in your space that you can't say certain word, and then you see optimization score goes up. Now I could spend a lot of time on this. We can add cleanser and things like that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and update title, bullet points, etc. And then I'll show you how to create a listing from scratch using ZonGuru. So we'll hit AI generate, brand name is MediViz. And then what we'll do is probably grab the title here. Negative keywords, you want to grab it from our list. There. You'll see that there's competitors in there too. Shouldn't be an issue, not separating by comma, but just in case. And then what this will do is when we have our negative phrase, we'll actually get rid of that in our copy. But still, you want to be careful that you're not essentially putting things that should not be in your title. Regardless, this will not help you get away with the structure function claims, branded names on the back end. You really want to look at your title because even though we use ChatGPT, remember ChatGPT is not perfect. We'll do professional. And AI is generating the title. And you could do this with your bullet points. You can do this in the description. You could do it in the search terms. And let's see what it does. It added some extra things, eyelid bumps, etc. Boom, ZonGuru score went up. Now we could do this again with the bullet points. What I'll do is pull the number 1, do this. A field must be less than 200. Okay, let's see here. Stop it here and let's see what it does. This is the fun part with AI is when they take everything from keywords on fire, they're like, all right, let's look for opportunities. We're going to add more to this and then see what happens. Dang, I filled it up a lot. Let's see where it goes. Keeps going up. Remember, you want to make sure there's no structure function claims. This is problematic. I believe dermatitis is problematic as well, if I'm not mistaken. So you want to be careful with this. If you put styes, it's probably going to get flagged, especially in this space. So let's see what happens when I get rid of that. I don't know if a competitor has it. or not, but I dropped a bit. You want to be careful with those kind of keywords because even if it gives you a ZonGuru optimization score that's going up, like I said, structure function claim, you can get in big trouble for that. So I showed you how to basically do it manually, and then you can also use AI to fluff it up if you need some inspiration. And it basically it fills up the character count. And I think with that, you can apply that to all the bullet points. I want to make a main point for this description here. This is so important. So description, the description is 2,000 characters. This is where I see a lot of opportunity through listings that will help out with and optimize for our clients, in addition to even my personal brand. I went on the back end of the description to look for opportunities on Keywords on Fire that I may not have added on the bullet points because they're not benefits oriented. But what we'll do is it'll make an awesome description. It'll make an awesome description of your product. It will mention benefits. It will mention features. But in addition to that, it's going to add keywords that it may find through Keywords on Fire. Remember, you want to make sure, and you can see it went up a bit. You want to make sure that they're not using unethical keywords. You're not using keywords that are, branded, structure function claim, etc. Just please look at the keywords when you start doing this. One more time, I want to reiterate that. Look at your keywords, make sure there's no brands, make sure there's no structure function claims. Just do it ethically and be careful. Be careful with style. You'll probably be better off with, and that caught my eye. You'll be editing things like that. Make sure your butt is covered. And then from there, you have it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove one of these listings. I'm going to add a new one. And I'm actually going to create from scratch. And let's see what it does. So we'll create it from scratch. Add blank listing. We'll say, I want to make some cool name for Tony Store eyelid wipes. It's terrible. We're going to use it as an example. Add listing Tony Store eyelid wipes. We're going to hit finish. Now you can publish on Amazon, guys. There's a publish on Amazon button. I prefer to manually do it on Amazon. I just from personal experience, that's what I do when I edit this. But we got Tony Store eyelid wipes, AI generate. What I'm going to do is have the AI generate the entire thing. We'll put Tony Store. Sounds so weird. And then product description, we'll put eyelid wipes, 30 count. And then negative keywords, we'll put competitors. Whoops. Put the competitors here. I don't think the commas matter. We'll try it out and see what happens. ZonGuru is loading. We're going to be more witty. No, we're going to be funny. See what it does for us. So it's going to look at Keywords on Fire here, and it's going to create, I just hate the Tony Store name. It's so goofy now. I guess this is going to be on YouTube. It's kind of funny. Looking back at this, I'll probably be like, yikes, I can't believe I did that. But we got the bullet points coming up. We got description, search terms, and then we'll see what happens. You got to have fun, guys. You got to have fun. I mean, working with Profitable Pineapple, it's all fun here. It's all fun. It's all wins. We like to see our clients win. We like to have fun. You're not going to see Tony Store in real life. We're a little bit more professional than that. But you can see here, essentially, let's see. Ooh, good optimization score right from the get. So Tony Store's eyelid wipes, funny, refreshing eye care for dry eyes and blepharitis, 30 count, easy to use. It could be kind of funny, I guess. Welcome to Tony Store Repairs with a dash of humor. It just created a brand for me. Eyelid wipes with a dash of humor. Yeah, itchy. These wipes are the superheroes of eye care. See how ZonGuru and ChatGPT can be very fun. But like I said, you want to make sure there isn't anything that's a structure function claim. You want to make sure you cover your butt there. And from there, you basically work on optimizing your listing and so on. Some of my clients really like using this tool for creating new listings from scratch. I had a client creating a new product, and we're going through that process of finding keyword opportunities. And we're like, let's use ZonGuru for this. And we have a well-optimized listing before launch. So once we have that, we have product that's going towards Amazon FBA, we'll have the listing set up, or even FBM to start selling. And we're good to go there because we have that prepared in advance. But anyway, from there, what we can do is you want to strengthen every aspect of your listing. And there's stuff that's going to go beyond ZonGuru, and it's going to go into a few main points. You want your title to contain over 125 characters. You want 5 bullet points. Some spaces in some industries, you can have more than 5. but make sure you have 5 bullet points. You want to have over 150 characters in those bullet points. And then you want your listing to contain 7 pictures. And this is going to actually affect the optimization score. You can see here, title, optimization, bullet points, description when you add that. But then it's also going to affect everything on your listing in terms of, how aesthetic your listing looks, how professional it looks. You want to make sure you have those 7 pictures. Lifestyle photo, I can show you from here. So you have your pictures that cover. You can actually upload videos too, and uploading videos actually puts more, it's going to make your listing a lot more optimized, and customers are going to be watching those videos, and it may help with conversions as well. So you have the main product image. You'll have, your lifestyle photo, and then you can kind of mention some things. Benefits, you want to have benefits mostly. Don't worry too much about the features, and you want to make sure you cover all those bases and just essentially maximize your listing opportunities. Now you can look at competitors in the space and see what they're doing, and we'll look at our most optimized here, Clearidex, and you could see what they're doing. I'm actually sad for them because the fact that they're well optimized on the back end and their images kind of suck is interesting to me. No offense, I just think that they can do better. Just make sure you look at your competitors and make sure, this is much better. So you have your mentions, you have your bullet points, opportunities, and then you have other bullet points that you can utilize. Make sure you cover, and this is good step by step, make sure you cover your bases like this. Have some sort of Amazon listing friendly images, and just make sure you have that. So when customers click, not just from their title, they have extra things to look for. And when they see videos, they see these nice images, they're going to be more inclined to purchase. And you can see here, purchases are great, reviews are good, purchases are great. Probably update the listing images a little bit, but overall looks good. And then you have the A+ content that covers description. This is really well done here. So from there, obviously the most important thing is your ratings. You want your review ratings to be really high up there. And what you're going to do with that, and I'll show you how to utilize that through ZonGuru, is if you go and click on customer engagement and you go to review Automator, it's actually where you build reviews. So if I check this button with ZonGuru, ZonGuru is going to automatically request reviews to customers who purchase your products. And all you have to do is hit this checkbox here, and you're good to go. And then it starts running, and then you'll start to see reviews come in. Ideally, everything, once you have your listing optimized, the next best thing, when you have your images, videos, etc., you want your reviews to be up. Now, lastly, when it comes to reviews, guys, the most important thing is to build up your reviews. Once you have your listing images optimized, your videos, your benefits, your bullet points, all that stuff is optimized, you want to work towards getting your reviews. As you know, reviews are everything that builds credibility to your brand and to your product. If you have terrible reviews, chances are you might have to look at your product and see if there's any issues. Hopefully your product doesn't suck. Hopefully it's just some rough experience. Lastly, I wanted to talk about reviews. Reviews are everything credibility for your brand, guys. You want to make sure you have a high review rating. You want to make sure that your reviews say really great things about your products. You have these good reviews, best eyelid wipes ever. These are the reviews that you want. Top critical review, decent product. Regardless of that top critical review, that's a good top critical review. It's not anything that's like, this product sucks, blah, blah, blah. Basically this critical review just tells me that this is a good product, because it's not something that's like a 1-star, it's terrible, it tastes like whatever, it burns my eyes or whatever it is in your space. You want to make sure that your product does not suck. And when you can get that and you get the review volume there, the momentum and that snowball effect will start to come in with Amazon, because everything revolves around your star rating on Amazon. The most important thing to understand, guys, is in most spaces, from personal experience, I saw around 4.3 and above to be 4.5 stars on Amazon. Anything below 4.3 is going to immediately put the star, basically your star rating look like 4 stars on Amazon. So let's actually look for that. All right, so there's a 4-star right here. It's a 4.2. So like I said, 4 stars, it's a 4.2 star. If it's a 4.3, it'll turn into a 4.5 star. Let me see if there's a 4.3 around here. These are pretty good ratings. 4.4 is still 4.5. So essentially what I'm getting at is make sure your ratings are above 4.3. Make sure, and this will impact conversion rates significantly if it's under 4.3. And I can tell you from personal experience, I've seen what happened with some clients and some brands. where the ratings went down because of a product that didn't turn out so hot recently. You know, they tried a new formulation, things like that. That all can have an impact. So make sure your product is great. Make sure your product is loved by your customers. Make sure, you know, with that, your most top critical review. And that's a sign of a good product when your most critical review is like, it's a decent product. All in all, guys, to simplify everything, basically to refine your listing as a whole, especially through ZonGuru, your title. You want to make your title as keyword rich as possible. Look for the big opportunity keywords on ZonGuru for your title. You want to target any opportunities you might find in the space when you're doing your keyword research. Look for any gaps, because with those gaps, you can actually capitalize on an opportunity there. With images, invest in professional photos. You want to have professional images. I showed you some examples of opportunities where some brands could improve upon. And then I showed you an example of a brand that has pretty cool images. So make sure you're looking at what competitors are doing in the space and get some professional photos done, because that is essential for your images. With bullet points, you want to highlight the main benefits. You know, everyone has their features. You want to highlight the benefits. Focus on what's going to benefit them in the long term in using your product consistently. You want to then, with the bullet points, make the bullet points make sense, but also include keywords that help with your ranking. If you can't add them into the title, the next best thing is adding them into the bullet points. And then from there, you can essentially go into the description next. And then you build off from there, and you just build this whole experience on your Amazon listing to optimize it. And it's like your customer sees the title, and then they see the images. They're like, oh, you know, title was great. Images are looking professional. Product looks amazing. We're looking at the reviews. Reviews are great. Bullet points. It all leads them down to the purchase process. So you really want to make sure it's well optimized. You want to make sure you're covering all the things that they're searching for and all the specifics that they're searching for in your copy. This is why we want to be specific in our keyword. And this is why we do the negative phrases, because we want to really drive the overall sales volume. Sales volume is everything on Amazon, and that will drive your organic ranking upwards. It'll drive your relevancy and keyword opportunities and so on. So it's essential to just go through this entire process. Utilize ZonGuru as your, I guess you could say, utilize ZonGuru as your stepping stone to optimizing your listing as best as you possibly can. Make sure you're not putting anything that's troublesome in the keywords, and then make sure that you're not having competitors in your brands. And with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it. If you need any help with this, feel free to email me at tony@profitablepineapple.com. If you have any questions, always happy to help. Back to you, Travis.
Thanks, Tony. I want to go into a little troubleshooting with your Amazon listing and what stats to look at to see why your sales have dropped. If you have a low conversion rate on your listing or your sales drop suddenly, there are a plethora of things that could be wrong. But to start, you may not have enough social proof, ratings, and reviews, or your review average might be below 4.3, which will show you as a 4-star product or below. This alone can cut your conversion rate in half. You need to figure out how to get more positive reviews by either selling more or making your product better. Your click-through rate, or CTR, is the amount of times your ad is clicked versus the ad is seen. It should be over about 0.4%, which is about Amazon's average. Anything below this means that your title or your main image needs to be changed. Although product title and images are the main components to help click-through rate, you also need to account for reviews, rating, and price as well. So your action items for this video. Number 1, make sure you've conducted your thorough keyword research with Keywords on Fire using ZonGuru's tools. Number 2, optimize your Amazon listing based on your competitor analysis with ZonGuru's Listing Optimizer, and refine your titles, your bullet points, and descriptions, focusing on the benefits and not the features of your product. What's in it for the end user? And then number 3, enhance your product's appeal through content and bundling. Invest in professional product photography, create engaging A+ premium content, and consider bundling options like FBM bundles for your products to increase your sales per order item. This is like a 3-pack or a 6-pack. And then finally, number 4, turn on Review Automator.
This was just one chapter in my free Amazon PPC Masterclass, which is better than any paid course out there, in my opinion. We've only just scratched the surface. To unlock even more profitability with your advertising, continue watching this full Amazon PPC Masterclass. I put the video right here so you can click it and watch that entire Amazon PPC Masterclass. If you want this entire Amazon PPC Masterclass emailed to you, make sure you head to profitablepineapple.com and sign up for our free Amazon PPC Masterclass.
If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Good job.